It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha, now him not done here, all this bad. Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live, and let me know if this audio is perfect, at least from the start.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Tell me, how is the sound if I'm speaking to you right now, like from far away from the microphone? I want you to tell me how that is, or I mean, also sounding to you out there.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. lórí Facebook, and yes, so like lórí YouTube, and yes, so like bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Maiyegun today.
And yes, so like President Barufi o. And yes, so like gómìnà gbówó jẹ. And yes, so like ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí.
Ordinary thief steals your money,
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin
your
o.
bag, your watch,
And yes, so like
your jewelry, isn't it?
òkúra
So the
olóṣèlú.
political thief steals your future,
And yes, so like
your career, your
ọ̀jẹ̀lú
education,
ẹ̀sùnràkì.
your health, and your business.
And yes, so like
Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief we choose to rob,
Listen to this.
but you are the one who choose the
ọ̀jẹ̀lú
political thief to rob
ẹ̀sùnràkì.
because we choose them. We must
Ọlọ́pàá
say,
ti ń darí fa.
we blindly say they are not blind. It's deceiving.
Aṣòfin
The
tí ń rúfin o.
ridiculous part of the whole issue
And yes,
is
so
that
like
we fight to defend
òkúra
and
olóṣèlú.
to protect our belongings from the
And
ordinary
yes, so
thief.
like
Is it not?
ọ̀jẹ̀lú
But
ẹ̀sùnràkì.
fight each other to
And yes, so
defend
like
and protect the political thief.
Maiyegun ti pé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun.
You will not regret. Trust in us. We are going to secure this country. We are going to manage it properly. We are going to stop corruption. So you better sweat and work for a living because there is no more handout. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for organizing this.
So, good evening to you once again. Good morning to you and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And yes, this is Maiyegun Live. The rider, or let's say the caption for this broadcast or this video is what happened in Abuja yesterday. Every day, should we say, one day, many problems. One of them that happened yesterday was the ISWAP attack on the Nigeria Law School. Listen to this. Oh. The law school in Abuja came under attack of the Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists. During the attack, the school sent an SOS, distress call, to the security agents. So the first set of responders were who they call the Shina National Brigade, they call them. They are the special reserve that are from the Nigeria military, guiding mostly the president of Nigeria. So they responded. Ladies and gentlemen, the terrorists carried out the attack. The soldiers they sent to go and get them, they killed 4 of them. One of them is a captain. Then they took another 14. One of them as well is a captain. As we are talking right now, they are searching for them. You know, they were meant to go and rescue people who came under the attack of terrorists, only for them to end up in the hands of the terrorists. Meanwhile, a day before that, the authorities in Abuja, they raised the alarm that they can no longer protect the people of Abuja. I'm talking about the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, Nigeria's capital. The authorities there, they came out and they said they have received the report that these armed, dangerous terrorists, they have surrounded Abuja. And for now, they are carrying out random kidnappings and nobody could stop them. So they are still doing that for now. But as it is, the schools in Abuja, they received this security warning that they should shut down. Ladies and gentlemen, Boko Haram is a terrorist, Islamic terrorist group that believe that Western education is haram, is a sin. Getting your child educated, how to read and write in Western education is considered a sin punishable by death, or you can be sold off as a slave or as slaves. So they are the people who believe that Nigeria is meant to be Islamic country, and everyone living inside the country must observe Islamic law. Simple as APC. That's the agenda. So in northern part of Nigeria, many schools, I'm talking about thousands of schools from many states in northern Nigeria have shut down permanently. No joke. States like Zamfara, states like Borno, these two states have publicly declared that schools should be completely shut. Because of what? Because opening schools in Nigeria for Western education is you are committing a grievous, deadly sin. Boko Haram. Now, Nigeria is not Islamic country, even though the owners of Nigeria, the criminals who have been in charge of Nigeria in the past, they have dragged Nigeria as a country, dragged her into the Islamic Congress, IOIC, IOC, whatever it's called. Now, you now have a crop of, you have a set of crop of politicians from northern Nigeria with the mindset, an agenda that they are not even afraid to share. They are not ashamed to talk about it. They don't care. You just have to learn how to live with it. They have the agenda of, yes, Nigeria, as it is also the homeland of every Fulani on this surface of this earth. Yes. And the politicians, the clerics and the rest of them from this northern part of Nigeria, they are doing everything to legalize this terrorism by using their influences in different positions of authorities in Nigeria. So, since people like us who come from the southern part of Nigeria, Yoruba land to be precise, now the existence of Boko Haram, the ideology of it, including those who are abhorring them, forgiving them, or rehabilitating them, as they say, right? Their existence is a threat to my life. If you are a Southerner, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, now this is something you should know. The existence of Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani Banditi, and their sponsor, financiers in position of authority, starting from Boko Haram, their existence, when they hold power, when you see any of their sympathizer who is in the military, when they hold those authority or those positions, right, they are holding them in lieu of, for this terrorist. And doing so means that they are threats to my life. They are threats to your life, if you understand the ideology behind this whole thing. Because as we speak right now, yes, schools are shut in many states in northern Nigeria for security reasons. They don't want them to take children. The man, you see, and it didn't start today. It started in that same Borno, where they first carried out mass kidnapping of school children, Chibok. The schools in Borno State, they received security warning that all the schools in Borno State should shut. should be shut down because they couldn't provide enough security for them, right? The state government, everyone obeyed. Now you see the terrorists who took over power in 2015, they saw the window, and that window was opened for them by the Shetima, the one that is now deputy or vice to Kolu today, right? So what happened? The federal government of Nigeria under Goodluck Egbere Jonathan, right, gave an order. And guess who was the education minister then? Yeah, you guessed right. Wirewike. Wirewike, who is now the governor of Rivers State. He was the minister of education then. He wrote a letter to this Shetima. Please, we need all schools shut. We have received the threat that they are plotting to carry out mass kidnapping of school children. So, although there is a WAEC examination coming up, we will make a better, safer alternatives where all the children will go and sit down for the examination. Shetima received the letter. All the schools in Borno State shut down. But surprisingly, as planned, Shetima wrote the Chibok staff and he told them to open up the school and open up the dormitory, and they recall back all the students. They told them to go back into the dormitory. All of this, so the Abuja that gave them the letter to shut school, they didn't know. Shetima, call back all the students. They put them in the dormitory in Chibok, right? No security, no nothing. Then, breaking news. Boko Haram have kidnapped school children in Chibok. To them in Abuja, that's impossible. No, it's impossible. Meanwhile, at the same time, the same Shetima and others, they were reporting that the school children, they have been rescued. Some of you may not remember this again. No, it's been a while. We are talking about 9 years ago. So it was all planned that way, using the same agenda, Abi. So it's not today they are shutting schools. So when you see them carried out a mass kidnapping from schools, not them, it is them. So what is this? They don't want Western education. 4 days ago, we saw a video released by this terrorist who kidnapped the passengers on Kaduna Abuja railway, since March 28th this year, right? They were flogging them. They were beating them, women, children, they were crying. When they were kidnapped, the person that was the minister of transportation, the minister in charge of your railway, Rotifmi Amechi, the Ubima Judas Iscariot. It was after they kidnapped them. They killed about 8 of them. It was after that Rotifmi declared that he wanted to be president. He campaigned all around the country, wanted to be president in APC. It was after that that he got defeated in their primaries, and he resigned as minister. And today he is back in Rivers State, and these guys are still in the captivity of their captors. It was after they got kidnapped that even the Boko Haram terrorists went to Kuje to release their leaders. But guess what? The video came out. Nothing really followed it, except that 2 days later, they released 2 other people, or 3 rather, after paying ransom. So, but those guys made statement. They said, one day very soon, you are going to see your governor among the people they are flogging. You are going to see your senator, your reps, your councillor, all your political office holders. They are bringing them, including Boko Haram, that they will bring them there. They will flog them and they will kill them. They said they were just waiting for the final order. that they can take over Abuja anytime they want. If you don't believe it, ask the people who are living in the outskirts of Abuja what their lives have become, especially in the last 2 years. They will tell you. Abuja is now the jihadi headquarters of these jihadists. The first person to fly their flag inside the asshole rock was Boko Haram. It was Boko Haram and Buratayi the Butcher. Remember that flag they were holding? That was the Boko Haram flag that they told you one day is going to fly high at the hill, on the hill of asshole rock. It's already there inside asshole rock. Boko Haram flag. That was the moment they said they wanted to capture Alhaji Shekau. Alhaji Shekau, they are about to capture Alhaji Shekau, right? Then suddenly order came that they should stop. Stop. That was how Alhaji Shekau escaped, though. And the only thing they captured was Alhaji Shekau's Quran and then Boko Haram flag. They took that inside asshole rock. They displayed it. They, conquered. So those guys said they could do it anytime they want to. Because they know that there are others doing the job for them inside that Abuja as we speak. Federal capital of Nigeria. Nigeria that is not an Islamic country. Then because an Alhaji who has submitted to the will of the fanaticism of those who gave him the job, believe that Abuja must be an Islamic capital of Nigeria. Some of you don't know. Many of you who don't live in Abuja, this may be sounding a little bit strange to you, but it's not. I'll tell you instances of what actually make this happen, or what I'm talking about. Today in Abuja, they are shutting down nightclubs because nightclubs are un-Islamic. Have you heard of that? You haven't. It's a battle in Abuja. So what they now do is that if you now know who is who, they may give you a little bit of a waiver. But if you don't know who is who, Baba, the only thing that is left for them now is that, you cannot sell alcohol inside Abuja. That one is about to happen. It's just a matter of time. So they announced, Abuja, federal capital of Nigeria, announced that they can no longer protect anybody. All of you should take your children home. Yes, because they have received a report that Abuja is going to receive the never seen before attacks that will shake many of you to the core. Guess what? It may never probably break you. I didn't say that. Abuja just released a statement. And that statement is from the China minister. Wait till you go call her. One sec. Let me find the letter. Before the attack on Nigeria Law School, they received this letter. Now, this is them, the security in Abuja. We have received credible intelligence that Boko Haram and the ISWAP terrorist groups have mobilized fighters and high-caliber weapons, particularly rocket-propelled grenade, RPG launchers, anti-aircraft AA guns, and general-purpose machine guns, which they intend to deploy for the offensive in Katsina State. That's Katsina, right? In another development, two separate bandit groups are plotting coordinated attacks on Northwest, North Central, and Southwest. That's Yorubalando, Katsina, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kogi, FCT, Abuja, and Lagos, respectively. Consequently, the Commandant General has directed you scale up deployment in all strategic places, including schools, worship centers, and critical national assets in your respective states to checkmate any possible threats by these criminal elements. Please treat as urgent. DD Mungadi DCG operation. Now, there is a report that recently, there is this statement that came out from Abuja as well. The Deputy Speaker of Nigeria House of Representatives. So they said that before Kuje prison was broken into, that they received the DSS or SSS gave over 44 reports of a planning attack on Kuje alone, right? Then they have also received over 300 credible, reliable, information as well that these terrorists are going to stage a sort of, that one you saw in Afghanistan, that type of attack you saw in Afghanistan, where the Talibans, they mounted a gun. What did they call that thing? Anti-gun rocket launcher, what have you, and then a gun trucks, in hundreds, in thousands, and then they invaded the capital of Afghanistan. Where's that again? Mosul, where? So the Nigeria security have received that intel, okay, and it is going to happen any moment from now, okay, and they are not just going to happen in Abuja. You remember they said they are only waiting for the call, just a call for them to go ahead. Abi? Now, the people who are meant to protect you, they themselves have become, because of their corruption themselves, right? When they turned the fights against terrorism to business for terrorism, they, just like those your politicians who steal everything they can steal, loot everything they can loot, your career, your future, your education, your health, your security and the rest of that, without caring for the consequences of their actions. Same thing is what the Nigeria military, they have brought upon you. Nobody is safe anymore. So they said everybody should take their children home. In Abuja, take your children home because we can no longer guarantee their safety. This is so different from what Boko and gang told you 7 years ago.
You will not regret trusting us. We are going to secure this country. We are going to manage it properly. We are going to stop corruption. So you better sweat and work for a living because there is no more handout. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for organizing this.
APC, Egbekegbe, they are the most successful fraudsters that ever walked the surface of Africa, because I don't know about other places yet. APC, Egbekegbe, they defrauded educated people, defrauded uneducated people, they defrauded men of God. They defrauded even fraudsters. They defrauded witches, wizards, babalawo, mamalawo, everybody. They defrauded young people, old people. They even defrauded the dead people. And they are successful. It's just that the result of it is what you are witnessing today. APC, Egbekegbe. You remember that story of this terrorist leader that was declared wanted in Katsina State, Boko Haram State, then resurfaced in Zamfara, where he had police escorts at the venue where he was being crowned the king of Fulanis, in Zamfara. You remember that story? Well, that guy didn't stop there. He was actually a big boy, a big guy whose bigness actually comes from killing Nigerians. They call him bandits. He's not a bandit. He is a terrorist that wine and dine with the same people who are telling you that they will keep you safe or they are working to keep you safe. The guy did an interview. He did an interview for the BBC Africa Eye. And there's a short part of it I'm going to share with you. And I'm giving the credit to BBC Africa Eye. And I hope they are not going to penalize us for using their clip. But we just can't really look away. This guy actually confessed in that interview, right? He said, he doesn't go out to kidnap people. Come on, man. I'm a big man. How can me go out and kidnap people? I have my boys who do the job for me. Me, I only go out when I want to go and kill them. Just kill everybody I want to kill. Oh, really? And how many people have you killed? That's a tough question. No, I've lost count. In Nigeria, murderers are celebrities. Terrorists are celebrities. They are untouchable. If they are ever caught, yeah, there is always a freeway for them. It is called Operation Safe Corridor. Okay? It doesn't matter how many people they've killed. It doesn't matter what they've done. The justice that is available for them is if they are not killed during the whole operation, right? They are waiting to be accepted into repentance kingdom of APC. Some of them even ended up wearing your Nigerian military uniform. Imagine terrorists now part of your military. Imagine terrorists who used to kill you, hunt you for ransom. Like you can't even treat animals the way they are treating Nigerians in Nigeria as we speak. But imagine them ending up wearing your uniform, carrying your government gun, now killing you officially. This guy said he's lost count. I'll show you. They interviewed this killer who became Seriki, where everyone started there pretending like, oh, sorry. No, he is only declared wanted in Katsina State, not here. If we knew that in all those things, everyone started passing blame. APC, why the killer continue to enjoy the robust relationship he's having? Is a big man that is collecting taxes from more than 800 communities. Can you believe that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 800. 1, 2, 3 to 800 communities in northern Nigeria are paying taxes to him. That's how powerful he is. If they don't pay, he goes out there and kill them. That's what he said. I go out there and kill them. Listen, I think I still have that clip.
Ka ɗauki kamar mutum nawa a kidnapping?
Ai ne ban taɓa ɗauko mutum ba. Sai dai yara. Amma ni da kaina ban taɓa ɗauko mutum ba, sai dai in je harbe shi.
Ka harbi kamar mutum nawa? Ka harbi kamar mutum nawa?
To gaskiya ƴan banga kan tsakani da Allah da Annabi wanda na kashe gaskiya tsakanin da Allah gaskiya ban san iyakar su ba yanzu.
Shebi Haram. Killing vigilantes. You know, in northern Nigeria, you are not allowed that in southern Nigeria, by the way, so you know. In northern Nigeria, they allow the local vigilantes to also carry AK-47. They gave them clearance in northern Nigeria, and they are called Joint Task Force, JTF, or simply put, civilian JTF. So these bandits, as they are killing soldiers, killing everybody, that's what he said. I just go out there and kill them, those people. And anybody will disobey, we kill them. This is our land. This is where Allah, our God, our this have conquered for us. And that is in Nigeria. A huge portion of northern Nigeria is no longer under the control of Nigeria. All thanks to the terrorists who have access, who have had access into political offices and different other positions to entrench this. They were attacking the Nigerian law school in Abuja. They wanted to go there and capture chicken because that's what you look like to them, in my own opinion. Nobody is coming out there to save you anymore. Don't have that impression that if something happened to you, let's say you are on the highway now, on the motorway or expressway, and then they come around, pa, 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 pa. Then you decide that, oh, you escape, and you begin to call the police or calling the military that, oh, you know where they went. They went this way, they went that way. You are deceiving yourself, right? You should just better go home and tell the families of those that have been taken that they should start praying and then raising fund. In northern Nigeria, this terrorist, this guy is a big man, like you see him. All the money collected for ransom, they are still right there in that northern economy. They are using them to buy more weapons. The weapons that are so enough now to wage the proper jihadi war on Nigeria. And they're going to do it simultaneously, like they said. People are selling their properties in northern Nigeria. Muslims, Christians, people who have come under the devilish harm of all these guys. They get paid hundreds of millions of naira, tens of millions of dollars every day. It's not like something they say, oh, they make it every week or every month. Every day, people are paying ransoms left, right, and center. Gun runners, gun smugglers, human traffickers, organ traffickers. They are having a kill in Nigeria of today because APC, Egbekegbe, did this to you. But they say, if you shame the shameless. And because they not just, never start to put your finger inside the eyes of these evil people. That is why they probably don't know how evil or what evil they have done. Today, soldiers, the same soldiers they will send to you if you go out there to protest. If you go out there to complain, the same soldiers they will send after you. The same soldiers, if they see the Boko Haram boys, they will turn to the jelly babies. You know what is called jelly baby? Now this jelly baby for kids like that. Because Nigeria defense is compromised. It is already taken over. It has been taken over by the jihadists whose job is to pave way for this jihad that you are witnessing today. And that is why you'll be wondering, but Nigeria military get a weapon. Nigeria military get this or that. They don't need permission to kill you on the streets. If they feel like you are a threat, as they say, to the power they wield. Under these criminals, the story of Nigerian soldiers being ambushed is like any other story every day. The stories of bandits and these guys killing Nigerian security agents, just like that, it's just like nothing. It got to a stage that, Baba, some people were running away from the Nigerian military, especially 2020, 2021. These 2 years, they were the most dramatical years for the Nigerian military. Why? So many people just disappeared. Some people managed to get a visa. Some managed to get to another. They disappeared. The Nigerian military started recruiting again. That was what opened the window for some of these terrorists they have now recruited. With some of you who met them, who probably are going to be wearing the same uniform with them. And when they talk about ambushing you, then you see young men and women, who are just newly recruited, what do they call them? What do you call these new soldiers? Somebody will just come up from the military college, where did they go? The next thing, they will just give him gun. Give a gun, yeah, Maiduguri. Oh yeah, Niger. Oh yeah, straight. Yobe. Oh yeah, take him to Sokoto to go and face ISWAP. That's what they are doing right now, if some of you don't know. And that is why when they want to send them anywhere, they give them coordinates that will eventually lead them to where the Boko Harams are waiting in ambush for them. And that's when you read it all the time. But you probably won't think it's going to happen inside Abuja. It happened though. It happened inside Abuja. Even the Nigerian Bar Association, they had to change location because of what happened. They didn't give us details, but they had to apologize to the families that, you know what, we are changing the date to tomorrow to a different venue. New recruits. We are changing venue for security reason inside Abuja, Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. For security reason, Nigeria Bar Association, they will have to change venue, but not until after 4 military personnel were killed. 1 captain shot dead. 3 other soldiers killed. 14 have now been declared missing. So don't be surprised if this Boko Haram display their video, their pictures in the next few hours or in the next few days. They will say, see all your people where you they look for inside Abuja. They're not the Abuja again, oh. They don't cross border. That is your reality. And hey, don't put the blame on me. Don't. They want you to see it as not a big deal. Then sometimes they ask you, they say, okay, what are you doing about it? What would you do about it? They have declared them missing now. Are you going to put on are you the one who is going to now have to buy guns? Are you the one who is going to have to train soldiers or DSS? Are you that they are going to put the blame on? All of us should work together. This is not a joking matter. This is our country. We should all work together. So that's how I always say it. I said, sometimes, now you go buy gun now. Or are you the one who is now going to go and train them properly now, how to fight terrorists? Are you the one who is going to have to go and put on the helmet and everything now to go and rescue them? Or Abi Kiniti or me? Abi, is it me? Or is it when they tell you that no cause for alarm because your brother no dead here? Abi? People are dying for no reason. These terrorists are kings. They can do anything anytime. So are you not saying that already? So if they now say we should all come together to do waiting, to carry cutlass and stone or what? When the guys who are doing this know what they are doing, they are budgeting over 4 trillion naira every year to fight the terrorists, only for them to buy the weapons, bring them home. Then they sort them. The ones that the terrorists will come and take themselves. Then the ones that the terrorists in uniforms will use to kill you for asking them to keep you safe, protect you. Nigeria, Boko Haram has failed, APC has failed, you are saying solidarity. Then the same gun they can't use on terrorists, they use them on you. Today, they said, submit your gun. There are too many guns in the circulation. There are too many people with too many guns. But they are not telling you that they opened their barracks. They opened their armory. Now, terrorists, they have access to sophisticated war weapons. They do. They have access to, endless free flow of cash, money. That can make them, buy any kind of weapons, anytime. But do you know what your government has for you? For those terrorists, those deadly terrorists? Repentance. Come and collect money. Oh yeah, come here. No punishment, no nothing. If any of you dey prison, go and break the prison, Jare. Break the prison and release your people. Sure, you won't stop fighting. Maybe you can't collect money, That's the policy of your government. But now Nigeria, the same APC, Egbekegbe, today, that have abandoned you, abandoned everybody, they are now telling you that, well, you are on your own. If anybody, they Lagos now, alaye, no, they sleep with two eyes closed, though. Okay? No, they sleep with two eyes closed. If it happen, go. And it may not be the way you expect it. Let me tell you that, they are already raising the alarm. 5 years ago, there is this American CIA warning that the ISWAP, Boko Haram, that they are migrating down south. Because if you want to capture a country, you must spread the fear. Now, 5 years after that, we now know what it feels like to be living in Borno. We now know what it feels like to be living in Zamfara. We now know how life feels like to be living in Niger State. Because even though our people in Ondo, they have no business with those who brought this terrorist into Nigeria. They just wanted to live their lives. Guess what? Terrorism was unleashed on them on a Sunday morning. Now we have a taste of that because we now know what it feels like to sell your properties, to go bankrupt, borrow money, sell your land, sell whatever is sellable in order to pay for the freedom of your family member that is being held at gunpoint in an undisclosed location inside the same Yoruba land by the French Fulfulde-speaking terrorists from the Sahel, thousands of kilometers away from Yoruba land. We now know, but an average APC, Egbekegbe, humbled slave, obedient fool, sophisticated moron, a Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbo Alimajiri, and all this clan of Jaga bandits, as you would call them, they say, let us look beyond all of that. Oh, look away. Since they never kill you, why are you complaining? Because according to them, with these jihadists who are as armed, as war ready as anyone else, as long as they can take over your Nigeria anytime. So who will tell you your Nigeria is going to be great with all these things? Do you need a soothsayer? Do you need somebody who can see the future and tell you that it doesn't look good? But it is a different ball game or different meaning to an humbled slave, obedient fool, sophisticated moron, a mumumadu, a belle lecturer, a mumu lecturer, including a cyberbarian, all these Buhari idiot and what do you call them? Or put it this way, the consequences of your ignorance, greed, or anything that might have made you believe that these guys who are so shameless enough that they could still walk around to tell you that they have more in stock for you, that they could even plot to come together in the name of APC, Egbekegbe, and still have people who are also ready to keep them there, perpetuating this, tells you all you have to know. about Nigeria or the damages done by these criminals. So nobody is safe. We've been saying that for a while. But talking about shame or no shame, the families, even if you have never been affected, as mostly many of you have never really been affected, so to say, but at least maybe the humanity in you could say otherwise. When you see the families of those that are still being held over 100 days since they were kidnapped, on their way to Abuja, on Abuja to Kaduna, the families of those Kaduna kidnapped people who the terrorists said they will kill or sell off as slaves, they were out yesterday. When Boko was receiving the letter from Liberia that Boko should come and teach them about security, economy. In Liberia, 175th anniversary, they say, Omo, see them in Abuja yesterday. The victims, they have families too.
What a voodoo, what a voodoo, ana duka yayan mu kaman sun zama awaki. Ana duka yayan mu kaman awaki. Wata hudu yayan mu suna tashi. Gwamnati ba za ku yi hakuri ba. Gwamnati ba za ku yi hakuri ba. No wahala. Government. Help us. Where is
That's the front of the Ministry of Transportation in Abuja. Here is another one.
Free our people. Free our people. You cannot abandon our people. Free our
It is not today that they have always been playing politics with your security. But some of you chose to continue to defend them. You think you are doing anybody? Do you think you are doing me? Some of you came onto MaiyegunsDiary Politico with, well, that's your next president. There's nothing you can do about it. You can Photoshop him. You can do this and that. Do you think you are doing me? You're not doing me. There are people like you who said the same thing to me in 2014, 2015. But today, Nko, do you think you are doing anybody? Tiffany is going to be this, you are doing yourselves. Among those people there, there were those who are actually supporters of APC, Egbekegbe. there is one weary. Even to up till 2 weeks ago, he was still on social media threatening Igbos, threatening Southerners, saying all manner of horrible things simply because of his northern, what did they call him? Touch of madness that makes him feel like he's a first-class citizen in a poor country. He was bragging. If you give Peter Obi if Peter Obi become president of Nigeria, that's the end of Nigeria. We must make sure that Igbos don't become anything again in Nigeria. The Igbo, Ashe Olori Buruku, this Olori Buruku's brother, this guy's brother is among the people kidnapped, being beaten that day. Then the video came out, and this guy started, Baba Buhari, you have really failed us. I saw my brother who went to Abuja to go and do the verification of his NYSC call-up letter, blah, 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 blah. On his way back, the terrorist, I saw my brother being beaten by terrorists. Olofo. Maybe the Igbos are the ones who now took your brother, since they are the people they told you are the ones you must be careful of. Oh, if they should ever get power, your life don't finish as Northerners, Abi. Is that not what they told you? You are worried about people who are not worried about you. Your criminal leaders abandoned you. But because he never touched you, you are still out there. You dey get muzzle. You dey get muzzle for shoulder. Yeah, we'll show you. Maiyegun, you will see. Now you're weary. Me see. Now today I dey see. No be today I dey see. Your soldier. Now if you call soldier no go answer you because they don't fit go run. Say they won't rescue you from people who won't kidnap you. Only for them to end up in the hand of kidnappers. Who go pay? Now you are on your own. That's what Maiyegun is telling you. Make your choices. You are responsible for your choices. Do you think you are doing me? Go for your Kolu, go for your Atifku, go for your one Nigeria. Nigeria knows how to deal with you. When it deals with you, right, there is a different way you will scream. That screaming is different. Take for instance, person will calm down, they talk like this.
Free our people. Free our people. You cannot abandon our people. Free
You cannot calm down. You can't. But they are telling you to, because he never touched you. He go touch you. Something will be in our time. It will touch everyone. But the earlier you know, the better. Not just for yourself, but for everyone. So, Shemio, you are not doing me. Make your choice and be ready to live with those choices. Imagine a country where universities are currently under lock and key. 90% of universities in Nigeria are currently under lock and keys. Why? Because Nigeria cannot afford to fulfill their financial obligation to the ASU, they call them. The university staff. They couldn't pay them the peanuts. At the end, because Nigeria is broke, always broke. APC, Egbekegbe said they were coming to revive Nigeria. You remember that was the Zobo they sold. We are coming to revive education. They even told you education was going to be free to university level. How many of you even remember that anymore? That education was supposed to be free from primary school to university in the entire Nigeria under APC. Do you still remember that? How many of you remember that you are supposed to be collecting the salary equivalent of your qualification since APC came to power? How many of you remember that promise? I'm reminding you, you are a graduate, Abi. If you don't have a job right now, let's say you graduated as a civil engineer, okay? And in the market, if you have to pick up, a job that is civil engineering related, maybe your salary should start from 500,000 naira, but you don't have any job right now. Pastor Ruga told you that once you graduate, before you find a job for a whole year, you are going to be collecting job seeker allowance that is equivalent to the salary you are supposed to be collecting if you are working. Should be many of you sold the lies. Abi, you don't forget. Among many other lies, Abi, move forget them. Well, they didn't tell you then that they were also going to beat the record of PDP, people destroy people, of locking your schools at will, when even if they hold all, Nigerian politicians are the place, they are the only people who, they hold all workers, yeah? But no matter how broke Nigeria is, they never hold any political office holder, including councillor. They know they hold them. Have you ever asked yourself why? Where did they get money to pay them? Because they have to take care of themselves, not you. Anyway. Under PDP, you can go and verify you. Okay? Under PDP. PDP ruled Nigeria or ruined Nigeria for 16 years. Throughout that 16 years, schools were shut down for 28 months in total. 28. Which means if you calculate where they strike for 3 months, 6 months, 11 months, 4 months, 2 months, and if you add everything together for 16 years, is about 28 months. Do you know how many times that they have locked your schools in the last 7 years alone? Do you know it? Because if you are a student, or if you are not a student, I mean, no, now you may be a parent or you may have a sibling that is a student. Abi, they have locked the schools in Nigeria, universities, or polytechnics, or schools in Nigeria. They have shut them down on strike for over 63 months. 63 months. 12 months make 1 year. 24 months makes it 2 years, Abi. 36 months makes it 3 years, Abi. Then after that, 48 months makes it 4 years, Abi. 60 months makes it 5 years. That means out of 7 years, they have shut down your schools under APC, Egbekegbe, one time or another for 64 months. Go and verify that. Now, this is a new one that is ongoing. 6 months right now, 6 months is the current one. But you know what? They don't have money to pay anyone. Everyone is, but in APC, Egbekegbe, they are still campaigning to win election. Yeah, who else can do it? Now only us can save your life. You should be grateful to us. So on the streets, today, their NLC decided to join. NLC decided to join in solidarity with the ASU. But there are some statements made that I actually wanted to share with you, okay? The first one, let's go to the streets. What happened across Nigeria today concerning the closure of schools, and as it is right now, there is no sign. It go be like say, all of you go contribute money for your lecturers to open the school so that you can sit for your exams. Is that a sign of a country that care about your future? when people talk about future? Is that the future that they are talking about? Really?
Oh, TV Larry. I got to give you my number. Make you send to me. Okay. Please, I would like to speak with you later. I've not achieved anything. I've been standing 1 hour at the gate here before I This is the front gate of Federal Government Girls College, Kwali, where the parents are evacuating their children following threat by bandits.
This one that you are covering us, what is the problem? Sorry, daily times.
We will be bringing it out. We will be bringing it out. Okay. Go and drop us here. Tell people that I'm here. I've not seen it.
You see the parents picking up their children from the federal government school. Everything don't go south. Because which school safe? Who go teach you when you finally get admission to anywhere? Who go teach you? I am actually coming back to that. But let's go to the streets.
The gate has been opened. We are now in the premises of the Lagos State House of Assembly, led by the leadership of the NLC and all other comrades here, including Barrister Femi Falana of SAN.
Solidarity. But there are some other things said at the, at the event by Barrister Femi Falana. Just some subtle messages that I actually want to add to this chat too. Would you like to listen? This one.
Great Nigerian people. Once again, I would like to commend the Nigerian Labour Congress for bringing out workers all over the country today, bringing them out to protest against the insensitivity of the federal government, particularly our young catching president. As we are gathered here now, he's on his way to Senegal to deliver a speech, Liberia to deliver a speech. The president is tired. We have said that he's anxious to go back to Katsina. We are asking him to rush back home and leave Nigeria in peace. The president is tired. Boko Haram boys are taking over Abuja. Yesterday there was another attack. In fact, they were going to attack the law school. They killed about 3 soldiers yesterday. We are telling the government that enough is enough. Enough of killings of our people. Enough of strikes in our tertiary institutions. For Nigerians and for workers, we want to thank workers. What you have demonstrated today is your capacity to take power in Nigeria. And you must be ready. You must be prepared to snatch power from the enemies of our people. So let them stop deceiving our people that there is no money. A few of them, about 400, took loans from our banks, called them toxic loans. 5.4 trillion is old now. Do you understand me? This government claims that it wants to spend 6.5 trillion on importation of PMS. We are saying this is fraudulent. We are saying this is unacceptable. We are saying this is corruption. Comrade, I'm leaving you with one word. Please, President Buhari, collect money from 10 of your people, 10 looters, to resolve this problem.
Barrister Falano. He said more. There's a part where he actually told him, Ogbeni, he don't do. Go back to Daura. The same Daura that they said, the Boko Haram have now said, this man, Shege Barau Bansa, Dangadan Gejia, Barau Bansani. If Buhari touch Daura, you go see him inside the breaking news. We then go hold him because it be like say it's not even safe for him to go to Daura. It's not safe for him to go to Kaduna. But Baba Falana is saying that Buhari leave us, they go.
He has said that the sanctions to go back to Katsina. We ask him to rush back home and leave Nigeria in peace. The president is tired. Boko Haram boys are taking over Abuja. Yesterday there was another attack. In fact, they were going to attack the law school. They killed about 3 soldiers yesterday. We are telling the government that enough is enough. Enough of killing of our people. Enough of strikes.
Enough. Go back to Katsina. Go back. He's not going anywhere. Now don't enter. If you want every one of them to go back to where they come from and what they are enabling and gradually dragging on to us as a people in the name of Nigeria, you will break it up. One of the victims released by the terrorists just yesterday spoke with the media. I will try and share that with you. But somehow, if you also want to know how degenerated it has become, some will tell you, but there are also good people within this. You better just keep your mouth where you're supposed to stay. No open arm, so that you are not going to make us, regret the fact that we believe you probably have some senses, right? Now, so that they sell the bobo to you. There are good ones here. We are talking about a system. We are not talking about, a terrible system doesn't produce good people, okay? That is why what they do to you, what they do for you, they usually consider them as privilege, even when they were supposed to be serving you. For example, right? Shebi this one serve na police officer. Have you know be police?
They try me. Something, see.
Don't do now. With the talk story, don't be.
If I want to collect money, I go collect better money. And they collect change. Now, I know they hide down. I know they hide down. I just said, no, if you ask me how much you collect. My former commander said, if you want to collect money, collect the one way, me I go give and small if the case boss. Not the one way me I go chop. He said, collect better money, he go follow me, chop him, and he go defend me. So not be all this change where they give me, and they collect change. How much they there? How much they there? Talk out now.
That's what we do for.
Talk if you know it, I will tell you. I'm a customer, I'm a market with this. Yeah. Now here they sell. I don't go help. Not direct to. People did they pay salary.
No pay salary.
Somebody did pay salary.
What I say is wrong.
Why did they pay salary? What is all they do for president?
What I say is wrong. So use your customer.
I don't fuck your wife. Only your wife. If I want to I will go jail. If your wife, you can tell me. But money for road, what you give me, Lord, I tell you, say, don't. Now my market. I don't want. Collect that money. Collect that money. Tell me release that.
Make come with no here is on top.
This one I work for man. You dey try small small, you don't dey meet up. So the try small small, you still remain.
Our own going to
you don't shout for policeman finish.
I don't want to
carry calabash.
I
won't make you dead.
He no shout for you. Nobody shout for you.
Yeah, no be that alone.
Nobody shout for you.
Show yourself. Okay, this one they shout. Come, who they shout for you that time? I'm not two of them. Who they shout for you that time?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, but all of us they shout with that now. As I don't point all of us.
No, we are part of this one. The paper no complete.
Okay, inside this side is motor. It is side is motor.
The paper of the motor no complete.
Which paper no complete?
Say which paper you know they make a measure. Information about the vehicle.
Mon pauvre Jean, Inspecteur Jean,
wait. Which plate number?
That is our beloved Nigeria police officer. And right there in the comment as well, for you to know that it is a mad country. A mad country with mad people that don't even know they are mad. Every abnormality is normal to them, and there is a reason for it. Nigeria is a crime scene. It is only when you are, people complain about corruption, they complain about abuse of power, they complain about stealing and all those stuff, not because they don't like it too. Many of them complain because they are not the ones doing that stealing, doing that looting, doing that oppression, doing that power play, and all those stuff. Some people who complain with you, complain like you and say, oh, this country, this country. They are complaining not because they care. Some are complaining because they are not the ones doing that looting. Just like one joke somebody shared with me a while back. And all the time, whenever I remember that, it is not the joke in it. It is actually the message in it, which is sort of a cryptic message that is not funny. A reporter was interviewing a Nigerian businessman, a supposed Nigerian businessman. Say, hello, sir. Can we speak to you, please? We see that you are so distressed. You are, you look, aggrieved or so. What's going on, sir? Can we talk to you, sir? Then he was turned around and said, no, be this country. Like this. Sir, can we speak to you? Can we talk to you just for a minute? You are so, aggressive. Would you mind granting us an interview? He collected the microphone. Say, what happened, sir? Is it not this country? Is it not this Nigeria? This country has rotten. This Nigeria has, this is not a country. This country is so corrupt. Can you believe it? Sir, what happened? Can you believe it in broad daylight? There is no honest person anymore. No sincere people anymore. People are so selfish, greedy. Can you believe it? I said, what happened, sir? What happened? I was in my shop and this young man walked in. Well, it looks like, a good customer. So I welcomed him. And then the next thing, he bought goods from my shop. How much, sir? 2 million naira. Okay. So what happened? Did he not pay you? He paid me. Then what happened, sir? Can you believe it? 150,000 of that money is fake. Oh, that's sad. So he paid you 2 million, but 150,000 of the money is fake. Yes. I'm so angry, man. I'm so sorry, sir. So what have you then done? Have you called the police? Have you reported it? So where is the money? No. Call police. Why would I call the police? This country, corrupt police? Corrupt, everyone is, but what would you do? How would you get your money back? So where is the money now? I've spent it, sir. Yeah, I've spent it. This country can never be better. Sir, you spend the 150,000, the fake 150,000 naira. Yes, I've spent it. What do you want me to do? You want me to count to keep my loss? My friend, that's why I'm angry. That's why I'm angry, sir. So everyone most of the time, let me say not everyone, many people who are publicly express their disappointment in the failed leadership in Nigeria. And then you will see the same set of people. They are queuing behind another set of criminal leaders telling you that, no, these ones are better. No, these ones are better. We know everybody is corrupt. That's what they will tell you. Every abnormality is normal in Nigeria. Do you understand that now? Because most of the time, majority of those who complain, this country is terrible, honestly speaking. Say, Baba, say they are, here is another one. Oh, I just remember that. Here is another one. Every abnormality is normal to them. Is that funny? Anyway. So every abnormality is normal to them in this regard, right? Nigeria is a poor country where the people in power deliberately made the people in Nigeria poorer, deliberately. Okay? So many people can't really, or let me say Nigeria generally can't afford to pay for a proper electricity. Do you know that? So therefore, the electricity companies who probably don't give a damn if they give you power or not, they also choose to give them ridiculous charges. So it's like a pure mess of a place. Robbing each other of everything and all of that. It's like survival of the fittest, right? Then you will see people complaining about NEPA not bringing lights and all of that. And then you will see them on the other hand, bragging about, if you say, the only thing where they worry me right now is how I'm going to pay the NEPA bill. Man, I saw the NEPA bill they brought. If you see the NEPA bill they brought for me this month, how much? Almost 40,000 naira. What do they want me to do? They have cut our lights now. They said until we pay the money, they are not going to reconnect the light. About Namumu, they pay NEPA bill. People will tell you that. And then you will just be there like, so Abimumu. So how they pay for electricity where they bring, So Abimumu. Say, as you look at this one. See, tallest. When was the last time you pay NEPA bill? Which NEPA? NEPA, which I don't even get meter. You know they use light. You say, I get light now. Kilo happen. Kilo shele. See, cause see this mugo. He won't go pay NEPA 40,000 so that they can reconnect his lights. Can't see this mumu. Baba, no pay NEPA anything. No. I'm wrong. They go run on for you now. For the past 9 months now, I know they pay NEPA. Which NEPA? People know they bring lights. So it's like normal to them. Baba, okay, what are you saying? So what do you want them to do? That's why I said that many of them are not really against crime, terrible behavior, selfishness, things that just is about them. Now, only when the thing no reach them. Now so you go see solidarity forever. You know what I mean? Soli. Then the next thing you see them, they say, why are you following that person? He's one of those who brought us this wahala now. I say, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't think. You don't just talk. Listen to me. There is no saint. Everybody is a criminal. We just need to choose the one that is a little bit God-fearing. Baba is only in Nigeria. I have seen people that will tell you that they are looking for God-fearing criminals. So that's why I told you, I said that they are not, most of them are not against crime. And that is why you will see some of them that will be blackmailing you now. Okay? After all this failure, after all these killings, after all this economic destruction, right? The poverty and all of that. Okay? They will tell you, where's your own father? Where's your father? As if to say, now my papa, they promised them free education. Now my papa, they give them $1 to choose their president. Where your own papa? Show us your papa. My brother, if I bring my sick papa and say, make you come vote for him, even you yourself, you could say, this Maiyegun, and you want your own children to treat you right. Maiyegun, how could you do this to your baba? You wouldn't you say that to me? But I know some of you won't say that because you love your criminals differently. And I actually respect you for that. I do respect you a lot. That you love your criminals differently. I just don't want you wearies to be pretending, to be disguising. If this person are your papa, Baba, let's be honest now. Come on. Let's be honest. Now the presidents, this person supposed they look for, or they're supposed they do, or they're good ultimate search for the best old people's home where they feel taken to, where they go to take care of them. And then go just dey there. They go get somebody where go they try no trouble and don't disturb him. Don't disturb him. Trust me. I mean, let's be honest. If this person are my papa, now old people home, I go they look for him. But some of you, it get us CB. You know what I mean? Nothing is really normal. Look at this young lady. She was kidnapped in Abuja yesterday. And her kidnappers have replied their family. They said, you will never see her again. This is the situation. That could be anybody, any one of you. Do you get me now? Just like somebody came on MaiyegunsDiary Politico the other day. My brother, you are watching me. I'm talking to you, you that said that let's look at it from another perspective. In case, what if Tifnumbu want to come back and then do some level of restitution and all of that, of everything is done? You say, Baba, you are looking for God-fearing criminal to real alone. Are you not deceiving yourself? Somebody said, Maiyegun, there is nobody that God cannot use. Why are you deceiving yourself? See? Boko Haram is now going to Liberia to go and advise them on security. Are you not laughing? Is the joke not on you? You are looking for God-fearing criminals to come and help you save Nigeria. That's a fraud they're taken too far. Sometimes if we have to remind you that all of that, they have consequences, trust me, it is for your own sake. If this one are my papa, I'm not, see, this is not even like, some of you think that when we talk about this, it's like they are wishing him evil or wishing him death. He's not wishing himself well, for real, okay? You have seen what Boko Haram did with your lives, right? As a young person, right? You should never have forgiven the older generation who didn't tell you more about Boko Haram, especially so many of you were young people 8 years ago. How old are you 8 years ago? You watching me. How old were you 8 years ago? 17, 18? You voted for the first time 7 years ago, have you? So how old were you then? 18, 19. Do you see that? You knew nothing about the terrorist called Boko Haram. They told you it was a disciplinarian, is a non-corrupt, this is this and that, blah, 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 blah. You bought into it. You should never see all these things you are going through today. Your future has been looted. Forget it. To save your own children. You are 25 now, Abi, 27, 28, or what? 30, Abi. It's the same thing. You were younger then because you had no idea, better idea of who these rogues who put themselves together to save you in 2015. You didn't know anything about them for real, other than what lies and propaganda they told you. Some of you are younger today. You are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. You are jumping up and down like the frogs. We jump out of water. Can't jump, enter hot water. Can't they do galo here and there, defending these rogues. Some of you, now when these thieves took over power in Yoruba land, then gave birth to you so young, 21, 22, Abi, you want to go and vote for your own death certificate because that's what it is, death warrant. If those who were older, if they were honest, like many of us who did our best to be honest with what was in stock for you today, this Nigeria that is about to blow, the one they have pushed to the cliff edge, maybe it could have been averted. I mean, for real, it could have been averted. So I'm talking to you now, especially those of you who are now younger. Those of you who are not too young now, who are like in your 30s, don't make the same mistake. The same mistake the people who were older than you that should have advised you then, convinced you seriously. If you go and mislead this young one, maybe you they get 1 million boys here and there. If they see your body, when they grab you, when the whole thing touch you, at least your family will have something to remember. Save your future. These ones have looted them. Are you with me? would you hand over your future for somebody like youth?
He said, "Go. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to tolerate. I beg peace. Part of your master plan. You be there. And yes, I'll be a youth. And I'm a youth."
Whatever they are giving you or whatever they are promising you, can you just go to bed tonight? I'm talking to you. You see, your brothers and sisters older than you, they abused me 7 years ago. Okay? Today, the ones who are not dead have turned beggars. The ones who managed to get to graduate, they are jobless. So it's not me. You are not doing me. So you are doing yourself. When you go to bed tonight, you should just sleep. Orumeta, kosun sapa otun, kosun sapa osi, kosun kaka. Orumeta tomokunrin sun, koroli aye e, koro pe. Tí Buhari ò bá kọ́ mi lọ́gbọ́n, ṣé kọ́ọ̀lù yìí ńkọ́, ṣé kò ń ṣe kó bóyá pé ẹ̀mí alóore ló ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí pé kí n ro.
Commitment for us as members of the action.
The man get dementia. Dementia is when you can't remember things very well. It is old age. Okay? There's nothing special about it other than it's a terrible disease that people usually suffer when they are older. Tifnubu said he's 70. Fine. You cannot cheat nature. He's lied about everything about him. Nothing is real. Okay? So let's agree he's 70. Now he's suffering from dementia. Okay? Memory loss is a normal thing among old people between the ages of 70 and above. Okay? So Tifnubu is suffering that, and you want to put your future in that, Abi? I know Shemio, Emikolo Densheo, Boyoba. Tifnubu as he is also suffering from, there's another one, incontinence. Did I get that right? Incontinence. Incontinence is that one, to get age. That one is a medical condition that once it happens, you cannot control how you dey wee or you dey poo-poo. Sometimes, if you control it, sometimes you won't be able to know until you will just move and you'll be like, oh, damn it, man. I've already soaked myself. This thing is medical, okay? So they are not something to be ashamed of. They are not something to make somebody look like they are going to die or so. No. But you see, in your Nigeria, una like to lie to yourself. See, any small thing you think saying that some evil people are doing you. Talking about this make you think that all the enemy of Tinubu. There is no enemy of Tifnubu. Now Tifnubu be enemy of himself. Do you get that? Tifnubu is the enemy of himself. He's suffering that. He's suffering memory loss. Then he's also suffering, what is this one called? Parkinson disease. These are normal diseases that are normally associated with old people, by the way. They are not really good. If you have a family member suffering that, honestly speaking, it's a different trauma for many families who have this kind of, parents who are going through this. So that is why nobody should mock that. But you see with Tifnubu, because of his greed, and for so many of you, because of what they go give you or what they promise you, in your different communities, all of now we won't be cancelled or become this or that. You don't care. You don't actually really love the guy. You don't love him. There's no point. See, if you see any Lagos Abobaku that says that they love Tifnumbu is a lie. They don't really love the guy. In fact, I kind of feel like they intentionally they are setting the guy up. If not, see, they know that he has Parkinson. The first time they saw it in public and people joked about it, their own reaction to that or their remedy to that is to what? Is to add a microphone to his head so that he won't need, he will use hands-free microphone. Then you see the Lagos Abobaku talking about Biden. Ha! Che niti juni. Eh? Even Americans under Biden right now. Eh? If some of them, if they can hold Biden one-on-one, they go beat him. Biden is also old. America is also in recession right now. A lot of things going on in that. But you know the difference, eh? America has a system that can always checkmate things like this. In Nigeria, you have Boko Haram. Eh? What are they giving back to you to even help you from this downward spiral? They say America get old person as president. You say go market, they shout at Biden. How old is Biden? Then use your brain. Suffer no they tire you. Eh? Go to America, that same America right now. If they grab if they see Biden, no DSS, I've been a CIA, I've been a FBI. They go beat them. In America right now, every day Biden they explain why Americans have to pay extra on fuel. And you need to see the joy on his face every time he realizes that the same fuel they bought for $4 or $6 a gallon last week, they are now buying it for $5 something. You will be seeing him jubilate and say, "Oh, well, it's coming down." In Nigeria, your own is perpetuity of suffering. How many times you saw Biden go to Maiduguri to go and receive medical care, running away from the terrorists in Washington? Possible Korea when you're talking to my very wrong question. But any controller is suffering. Now, so they deceive you now. See all those your patriotic auntie, uncles abroad. The abroadian Buhari didn't. Abroadian ombud slaves, obedient fools, the Mumu Madus Bell lecturers and the Mumu lecturers. Many of them, they are living in America. They can't stand Joe Biden. And they are telling you somebody where they pee for pants. They say, where's your papa? Is that your defense? Somebody want to be president of Nigeria, right? They pee himself, didn't medical care that even Nigeria cannot give him. He will need to go and live abroad to get that medical care. And you they compare him to Biden to real long. Have you seen where Americans are actually roasting Biden as well? Maybe by then you feel like, man, Nigeria politicians are so lucky. And they are indeed. So they are making you think all these things are no, they are not. They are not even similar. America can get rid of Biden in their next election if they believe that this inflation, this whole thing is killing them. Can you get rid of Kolu or get rid of Boko Haram? You can't. They burn you. So don't let anybody blackmail you into accepting something that is not real. Don't. Okay? So I'm going to stop here. Take 1 or 2 calls. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. And when I get back here, I'll take calls. But until then, members of the Temple of Truth, I have told you many times that we can't have a lot of people around, and then the offering baskets, which is the likes, is so low. On YouTube, we currently have over, nearly 2,500 of us anyway. And we only have about 600 of you who have managed to stop by and just say, well done, Maiyegun. So you can still do that while I take this break. When I get back, we'll continue. So if this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, you can like this video, okay? And you can subscribe as well. But on YouTube, maybe if I come back, the rest, the remaining 2,000 of us would have managed to stand up, pick our device, and drop the offerings. Don't go anywhere. I will take some calls when I get back. So that is me back. Guess what? Only about 100 of you on YouTube actually listen to me. Do you see why I said that sometimes, yeah? Okay, I'll hold that. Let me take this call. There's something I wanted to say. I'll keep it. Hello there. Hello. Okay. I'll take another one. Let's see.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Good to call me first. I'm so happy. Thank you for your job. You are doing a great and fantastic job. You know, the challenge that I have is the Nigerian youth. It's so sad. I don't know, but I'm shape of one jazz or something. But you see, I'm not gonna blame them because I realized something. You see, in 1999, when this guy, during the first Obasanjo whatever, when they want to start that Niger Delta agitation, you know what really caused it? They brought some guys from Politico and Warrior or something like that. They took them to Abuja. So when they saw Abuja and they realized how, you know, where their own place, you know, was, they were like, so,
exactly.
Abuja, that was what started the agitation. You see, there is a difference between people listening or hearing things and people seeing. Are you getting my point? Even me, it was when I traveled to America that I realized that, they have finished us in that country. Now, people that are shouting, Obi, let me see. Obi is a scam. it's a scam in the sense that if you notice that you may not know, but Obasanjo is supporting Obi. Obasanjo is supporting me. Very supporting. Let me tell you what happened. Let me just explain to you now. Let me just explain what happened now. Now, what happened is that you see those Babangida, Obasanjo, and Gogobayan, Bukwari don't, close door to them. You don't shank them. All right? They don't have that influence to control him like they used to do. Obasanjo, like the military, they are like Kaba. They have their own Kaba. They are controlled because they have their own business in Nigeria. So they have a way of controlling, but they couldn't really control Buhari, right? Now, concerning Atiku too, Atiku knew what's up. So they couldn't control him like that. So they made a deal with this guy, Obi. So the Obasanjos of the world, the Babangida of this world, they are the ones that will be his own godfather. Now, you will realize that it was good. Now, you will realize that it was a meeting that he went to in UK. When he came back, he changed from PDP to Labour, and now contested it. So they just want to balance the equation that they have one Yoruba, one Igbo, one EDC, nothing. You are still the same thing. So it's so sad when I see all these people shouting, Obi. You don't know anything.
You know, the same people, Baba, the same people, who are also looking for, they are waiting for major key players in APC, in PDP, to join Obi. And guess what? They are automatically going to be clean people who love Nigeria. Do you know that? So that's where I don't really take them much serious. But again, like you said, let's see how they are going to experiment that on. But continue, sir.
Experiment what? Did they even check? Did they even do the background check of his vice president? Of that Aboki guy that he took as vice president.
You know, that's the moment I knew, Baba. That's the moment I knew that you need to know Nigerians better if you want to manage your mental health. Watch MaiyegunsDiary Politico. I will help you in that regard. Esa, that person, his brother, is one of those that people from the southern Nigeria, especially all of us, we won't leave Nigeria. Some of us are using his brother as an example of how Fulani have taken over Nigeria because his brother is from Mauritania. Remember? So is from Mauritania, right? And then his brother is from Mauritania. But the moment he became Peter Obi deputy, Baba, Fulani no be. They are not really that bad. They are not that bad anymore. Come on,
God. You see the problem that we have is that we deceive ourselves a lot.
Exactly.
Now, the basic solution is we are not deceiving. See, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Igbo, Yoruba, and we can do together. Hausa, we can be good neighbors. Let me tell you. Let me just explain to you. See, you see Yoruba, Yoruba now. You may not believe it, but check our characters. Yoruba now. If let's assume that Buhari is a Yoruba man, and he's doing bad, it is Yoruba people that will be shouting Buhari is a bad man, even from his own village, right? Now, that is Yoruba.
Is he alive? Why is Obasanjo never seen as somebody who is so big, like the rest of Nigeria seeing? The rest of Africa. Yorubas would because Yorubas see through him. We see through them.
That is Yoruba for you. Right. Are you getting my point? Now, Buhari, as Hausa as it be, you know, the thing is that those Hausa, for Hausa, the way they behave, those Hausa, they're Fulani, they will not criticize him. Then when they see somebody that is criticizing him, they will even attack you.
Yes.
That is how their own character. Now, if Buhari were to be an Igbo man, what happened? They know that what he's doing is bad, though. Yeah. But they will not criticize him in public. They might criticize him within themselves, but they will not criticize him outside. They will just keep mute. And we can't change it. They are not the same people. Lastly, from my own side,
nobody should come and start.
We can't be the same people. See, yes, they just say you be Yoruba, you are this Yoruba, and so they behave. It is us. Yeah, I'm a Yoruba.
Yes.
So stop trying to blackmail us. Somebody that now so Igbo people they do. It is us. That's how God has made us.
God bless you, sir. God bless you for that statement.
Now, lastly, sir, I want to talk about our men of God. You see, there was a woman, I don't know if you have seen that video, that made video calling on Pastor Adeboye to come and to talk, to do this, to call fire up. I laughed. Do you know why our men of God cannot talk? Let me give you one example. Because I know that a lot of Redeem members will be on this platform. I was wrong. So let me just explain.
Please.
You see, our pastor, all these GO, they are all the same thing. Both them and politicians, they are spending Nigeria money together, and that's why they cannot talk. They are all thieves. Let me give you one example. You see, Lagos State, Lagos State has one thing that they used to do. I think first in January every year, I think Thanksgiving or something like that.
Oh, that's
so I'm just giving an example.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Good. They will now call like Pastor Adeboye to come and minister, just to come and minister, right? Now, to everybody, all the congregants, and all the Christians in Nigeria, Adeboye is doing work of God. He's going there to preach, right? Yeah. Now, when Pastor Adeboye finishes, right, they will now give him a check. I'm just doing an example. They will now give him a check of like 100 million. All right? They call it honorarium appreciation.
Yes.
Just because just like that, all right? Now, question that I want to ask is 100 million, where is the money coming from? The people of Nigeria forget to realize that 100 million is part of the money that they could have used to construct roads for them. That 100 million,
even hire local doctors, local nurses, hire local teachers to further help.
Yes. Yes. That's part of the money that they could have used to pay workers' salary. But they give it out to the man of God. They didn't call it bribe. They just call it just to appreciate.
Now it's a bribe
so
that has
now that is why when they now catch Fashola, that you have squandered 100 billion. How do you spend it? So if they want to be writing it out, I do this, Adeboye's name will come out. That is why all of them cannot talk. They are all the same thing. And you said something one day, Maiyegun. You said like Yoruba agitators that have they met with Yoruba elite and discussed them. There is no rich man in Nigeria that is clean. I am telling you now, if you don't know. All of them have, there is no one that has that money outside Nigeria factor.
There is no
you may not agree with me.
Look into their source of income.
They will never. They love it the way people are poor. They love it the way people are begging them for money. They love it the way people are being mistreated. They love it that way. People are looking up to them.
They love being messiahs. The people
Nigeria is a business center. I am telling you.
Thank you so much.
So it is so sad. God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, let me give another
I appreciate the fact that
right.
you are the first caller, by the way. I loved your armies. I actually love your vibe, by the way. So I hope all other callers have catched the bug. Thank you, sir. You have a good one. So I'll take this. Here we go. Hello there.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I am very well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing okay. This is Radical from the state.
Oh, it's been a long time. Radical, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Yes. I'm just listening to you and laughing. Beautiful. I'm imagining it in my head. Will it not be awesome if these guys make good their threat of kidnapping Boko Haram and Hellfire?
Just a few days ago, they made it threats.
That's what I'm saying. It would be awesome if they can make good their threats.
There's possibility now. There is. You know what? The security agents in Nigeria said they have the capacity, sir. They listed what they can do, what they have. RPG, gun trucks. You know, anything that has to do with war machine. And they said Lagos is not spared, including Abuja. Baba, you are right, oh. They have everything to make good their threat.
Let them finish with Abuja first before they can think about Lagos. Let them finish with Abuja. If they get Boko Haram and Hellfire, then they won't be asking for 100 million. They will be getting $100 million, not Naira. And they'll be rich forever.
They will be.
You see what I mean? And Nigeria will be good for it. Because if they get the two guys, I can imagine the crisis that will ensue in Nigeria.
You know one thing, sir. You know one thing. Personally, I believe that they can't get them. We know that. People will
I know they can. I know they can.
I know they can.
You
know what people are saying? People are saying that this is one threat that Boko Haram made that they agree with. Oh yeah, carry them out. We want you to try and carry them out, Joe.
I mean, most Nigerians will celebrate like the day Abacha died.
You know,
most Nigerians will celebrate.
Exactly.
If they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a movie to watch. To see them flog Boko Haram, chawa, like they were flogging those people.
Do you get that now? If that happened, Radical, if that happened, then that is Afghanistan upon us. Just imagine that for a minute, right? That means you don't.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's Afghanistan.
Shakabango will run to Ogun State.
He has a plane. No.
Pastor Ruga will run.
Pastor Ruga has a company that they always kind of hire second-hand helicopter for. He will get that to get out of Abuja if they didn't capture him. As for Tifnumbu, his Gulfstream private jets, right? He's always on standby. Trust me. He's always on standby. First, he will fly to Gambia. From Gambia to France. You see all these ones that are shouting on your mandate, Baba?
Then their eyes will open.
Concentration camp of the Boko Haram, all your leaders will run when that time comes.
Those who enter Ghana will enter Ghana overnight.
By road. Some by foot.
By road. Some will enter Calabar and enter Cameroon.
They say election get
it will be funny to see. It will be really funny to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Baba,
it will.
Baba, see, Radical, for a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes,
for
sir.
a minute. Just imagine. We are actually talking about Nigeria here. Like security has collapsed to the point that you and I, we know that if these terrorists lay siege to Abuja, they can do so for days. And
they can take it down. If they can take 13 soldiers from Guard of Brigade, Guard of Brigade is like the Royal
elite,
whatever.
Squad. Mm-hmm.
The elite squad. And they can take 13 with a captain.
Baba.
Missing. Come on, man.
Nigeria.
Whoever gave Melafia the intel was correct. Whoever gave Melafia the intel that he told Nigerians was correct, and the man was correct. Everything he said is going to happen now. And all the prophecies of Prophet Nnamdi Kanu
coming to pass.
being fulfilled before our eyes.
You know the one that scared me most about Nnamdi Kanu said, or everything Nnamdi Kanu said, yeah? The one that scared me most, which has come to pass, is that he said, when the Fulani Janjaweed comes to power, they will unleash their killers on you after disarming you. Then they will watch them kill you in your thousands. They will not do anything. So you will expect your government to focus on the killers, but your government will focus on you reacting to the killers.
Wow.
Nnamdi Kanu said that, Baba.
And each time you look like you're getting an upper hand, they will send the army.
Frame am here. That worries me. It scared me all the time.
Yep. Maiyegun, keep it up, man. Nigeria is a theater. We are watching.
Thank you so
much. We are the spectators.
I know. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
Nice one. So now let's go to another caller. Here we go. Hello there.
Maiyegun, keep it up, man.
Good evening, Ekaleo.
Ekale, sir. Good evening. This is Maiyegun, by the way.
Yes.
Sir.
Am I live?
Live and direct, as you would see.
Okay.
Don't listen to the TV, sir. Continue listening to the phone. But if you are watching the TV, I'll raise my hand. Then you know I'm talking to you.
Okay, I already switched it. Off.
Oh, brilliant, sir. So yeah, you are live. Everybody can hear you too.
Oh, okay. I'm calling from Spain, and Orukomi is Mr. Kola.
Mr. Kola from Español.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Nǹkan tí mo ní dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ní lórí ti ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu. So that let me speak in English so that everybody can understand.
No, just beba she feel, beba she wala mind, but beba me mix it. I'll do appreciate that, sir. Please go on.
Okay, that people can see with their own. It's so glaring that this guy is not fit medically. He's not fit, and yet, that thing always baffles me because even Biden, he won't compare Pelu. pé kíní kan Biden yẹn gan àwọn èèyàn gan now America wọ́n ti ń ṣe meeting most likely to remove him too because wọ́n ti rí òun gan náà ó ti ń gbàgbé nǹkan a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ adédé pause adédé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn and now they are making meetings about how to remove him now. And now, in our own case, we can see him. He's very glaring. He has Parkinson, he has amnesia, he has all these things, but you still want to put him. When you put him, and eventually, and for me, that guy, Tomba Fisi, he cannot last 1 year. And in that case, that means automatically Shetimane, and that is Nigeria is back to square one. In fact, square one is square zero. No, they are negative, not only better.
So negative law was agent suffering sir. She get Sherity Wabati once they push this Tifnumbu Shetima and they use everything they make that happen. That's Muslim ticket abi. Now if something happened to Shetima may choose not to pick a vice president from southern Nigeria or anywhere. He may pick from the north. You know why, sir? Because once you try, you want to jello. Toba try and time here, come how can you pick a president and the vice president from northern Nigeria? Nothing you will do. But some people do know consequences of what they're asking for.
Yes.
Oh man, got on young bad drafting. Go tell one lower. Could you want while le ja on le keko?
Benny, and they are making the thing to look like Omawani is a Yoruba. Don't you support Yoruba? That is the politics they are trying to play now. Yes, they are trying to turn it to ethnic something. That this is time to support Yoruba and let him go there. Honestly, you are free to support somebody that is fit. But this guy, it is obvious, it's not fit. Nigeria. The only way is Konkalukuma law on his own.
Have you seen Atiku when he walks? The guy is over 75 years old. He's not too denying his own age.
Exactly.
Where's Atebara Atiku, you know? For real. Can't a consoler to convince you get. Tebara Atiku, you know, Kubadu.
Yes.
Oh no, Badu by you.
Benny. Well, Mr. Maiyegun, thank you very much. I've always watched your program, listening, your analysis and everything. Keep up the work. God bless you and your family and everybody. All hail Biafra, all hail Odudua.
All hail Biafra, all hail Odudua. We shall get there. Stay safe, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Akin. Thank you. Mr. Colorado. I said Akin Kola. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Once again, thanks for this good job for this call.
Thank you, sir, for being there too.
Thank you so much. You are the voice of so many people like us.
Thank you.
I really want to say one or two things to all these people.
Please, sir.
You know, I keep saying, on my two they are still enjoying it. I won't lie to you. Ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn máa ń pòwe kan wá ní ẹni tó bá ti sọ̀yìn lọ sí oko kókò lọ bá sùn. Ẹ̀ẹ̀kan péré ló máa ń ṣe. Tó bá ti ṣe second time, that means you are stupid. Tó bá ti third time, that means wọ́n fúnra ẹ̀ enjoying it. These people are keep doing the same thing to us every time over and over again. In different style and everything. And they are accepted.
It's like every time it's like they are taunting us like Kileveshi.
Just same things, no. Look at the pictures of the Buhari, look at the pictures of the Tinubu. Clear as well in age. That's not different. I put something on my page like 2-3 days ago, and some people are calling me or share more Yubani you know by. I just laugh. I say, look at these people that is talking. The last time you called me, you said they haven't paid your salary for over 5 months. So why are you telling me why you know that the and now we are telling you what is right to do, and you refuse to do it.
Baba, you know the one that is actually that one where they must me somehow is that they will say they know that Nigeria has failed. But let a Yoruba man self go and have his own turn. We are ready to, we survived everything. We are suffering under Buhari now. So what is wrong if we suffer on that Tinubu as well? Is it not a Yoruba man? How can you as a Yoruba man oppose that? And I'm like, suffer.
They are not normal.
They
are not normal. You know,
like
my friend
used to come and suffer with you. You want others to suffer with the help that they will give you Bado, cassava, and again, and all of that.
They are not normal. When you hear them talking, you know they are not normal. Like 99.5% of them, they are not normal. Somebody test is more. 99.9%
yeah,
they are not normal. No, normal at all. That country can never be good again. Forget about that. They are not in any way. You know, before I don't
a sick country to a sick man, then expecting a healthy citizenry being so possible. But
look at what is happening now. Look at Abuja, for God's sake. A whole capital. Understand? Terrorists will take over. And at this time they want to be a governor, they want to be a president. In which state? I don't really understand them. If these people can be threatening Buhari to just godfather, they can just finish you at any time. Nobody feel like, hey, it's fine, it's your turn, it's your time. They will just do whatever they want to do. Now, she's telling you, can't be cardboard. Can't be president. Now that we are talking now that we are talking, we are saying that this thing is just a setup. Just a setup.
Let's come together. Don't give it the life.
Don't go, you know? Exactly. Just don't go near that place. It's just a setup for us. Just because of your own, you greedy, you want to be president at all times, at all means, you want to be there. How can someone who are reasonable, okay, you say you are the leader of Yoruba, let's accept that. You say you are the father of Yoruba, let's accept that. These people, they are killing them every day. And you are not there to protect them. You are not saying anything to protect them.
He is also working with those who want to kill those who have enough courage to stand up for us. They are working to silence everybody who might, because according to them, if you stand up in Yoruba land, to protect Yoruba land right now, it's going to offend Buhari. And if you offend Buhari, you are indirectly affecting Tinubu's chances. Therefore, they can kill you for it. Yoruba to Yoruba.
I will say something tonight, either you like it or not. Maiyegun is part of those people to bring these terrorists to Nigeria. I won't lie to you.
Okay, the strategy one now. That's what they told us now. They said it's part of their,
when they are making this decision, all this time,
strategy, electoral strategy, plan this or that. They must be aware of us now.
Don't make all these things. I'm sorry. Look at it. As a vice. We all know this guy is no,
it's either could level dementia Tinubu suffer. Ó ti wà degenerated gan débi pé kò lè dá ronú consequences decision pé òun lọ mú Boko Haram sponsor Muslim nílùú Nàìjíríà yìí ó ti yẹn sìn. Ìsá kò yẹ pé ó ti wà degenerated gan kò lè dá ronú mọ́. Or kò jẹ́ wípé like you said ó ti pẹ̀lú part of the plan anyway for a long time anyway.
For a very long time, no mini plan. This is exactly where I'm going. This is exactly where I'm going to do. Who then follow? Because anything no man stop no man. Oh man, stop it straight away. No, he's ready to sacrifice anything to my jeopardize the chance to be the president. But what of our environment? They forget these people that camp terrorists lately. PDP, APC, Muslim, they are flogging them. They won't ask you, are you a Muslim or are you a Christian or are you a PDP or are you a APC?
Are you APC or PDP? No, they don't ask.
When it's time, everybody might collect this year. You might collect to vote. So it's don't. Fine, thank you very much, Maiyegun.
Thank you very much for being part of it tonight as well. So I have another caller on the line. So Have you dropped yours your offering? Like that broadcast if you are still with us, and then share it as well. Some people said, Maiyegun, YouTube must be doing something that they are not allowing all dislikes to show up. I have liked this video and it hasn't changed since. Don't worry, you just like it, and just continue watching. Leave the rest for them. Let them count it or not. Okay. So, hello there.
Hey, Gumbaba.
Yeah, Ahmed. How are you?
Great you.
I greet you too, Baba. You're part of us tonight again in this service.
I will tell you. Yeah. You know, Maiyegun, you see, you know, sometimes people, they feel like all these things that are happening in Nigeria, like, ìgbà míì tó bá ń sọ fún wọn, ó máa dàbẹ́ ni pé àwọn ilé kan sọ̀rọ̀ ni. So ìgbà tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀, they will now look at it like, báwo, how come? Báwo ni nǹkan yìí? They will be surprised.
You know the one where they get me angry. And you are talking about it and say, we told you, we shaking it. Then they will start telling you that it has happened. Let us pray for our country. Let us all come. They don't pray for again.
Seriously. Maiyegun, you know that guy that was talking where they were those terrorists were flogging those people?
Yes.
Wallahi, I swear to my living God, Maiyegun, you see that guy that is talking? He's in my area. Area me go no area to Obinisi, ni Kaduna.
Yeah.
Area me omo area me gongoni. If you look at the video very well, you will see. Yes, we call him Barrister.
He's a lawyer. Check your screen. Let me show the people, the person we are talking about. Check your screen. Hang on for a second.
Effort. And we feel that being Nigerian citizens, the government has a responsibility to protect our life and property. And in that respect, they have woefully failed.
Now we still have some of your colleagues still remaining in the forest.
Yes.
What are your concerns about their safety?
They are in a dangerous situation now. Anything can happen, and I'm calling, on that video, I'm calling on international community to come to their aid or rescue, because the federal government, it seems that they are not ready to secure their release.
Ahmed, that guy, yeah.
If you look at the video, there was a place where people came to his family house with his wife. His wife was there in that video. Yeah. You will see a lady with a hijab like that.
Yeah. Is that his wife?
That lady
you mean this one?
That is his wife.
His wife.
Yes.
We are overexcited.
Dan bere bene da ciwo ido. Ina na da rai ko? Ya dawo. To mu gode Allah.
Are you okay? Tell me how you feel.
How you feel? I'm actually overwhelmed by the disappointment from friends and family. And I'm happy to get my freedom after 120 days in captivity.
We are going to
Ahmed.
Maiyegun, you see that woman that you're seeing?
Yeah.
She is a friend to my sister. They did the same Kaduna State Polytechnic in Kaduna, the same Polytechnic in Kaduna. You see, there is a guy over there that is standing behind the woman, one old woman. He's putting on like a yellow shirt.
Yeah.
That guy is an APC member. When I was in Nigeria, that same guy we had, there is a place they used to sit down. In the house, they call it Majalisa. Majalisa is like a assembly where we just sit down, we drink chai, all those kind of things, talk, you know.
Like what we call joint in the southwest, we call it joint. Me chai joint, only just suya joint, only just shepherd joint, only you know any joint where people just sit down,
of course,
you know, okay.
Of course. Gbogbo Batimbade Nigeria, mo máa jókòó, mo máa lọ síbẹ̀, máa jókòó torí it is a place we've been sitting for a long time.
Right.
So I always go there, but I always share things with them. They will feel my lifestyle. Say, Baba, Ewa, this thing you see, it's not something big. It's not a big deal. Area yìí náà la wà. Ẹ mọ bá ṣe dàgbà. Area yìí náà la wà. Tó jẹ́ pé mo kọ́lé, mo kọ́ fún ìyá tèmi ní bíbí, mo tún kọ́lé káàkiri in that same area. Ṣé ẹ̀yin rò bóyá it's just like magic? Kì í ṣe magic. Ó ti gbà tẹ́ bá understand ibi tá à ń lọ before kẹ́ tó get báwo la ṣe máa kó nínú problem yìí up to date ẹ ṣì ń tẹ̀lé àwọn people yìí. That guy I'm telling you that is putting on yellow is a core supporter of APC. I still sat down this eléyìí tí mo fi lọ Nigeria. We still sat down. I was telling them, I said, Kukuzu in Hausa, I was telling, I said, do you think these people have anything good in store for you? The last time I was there was around 2019. Ìgbà tí mo fi máa lọ this time around, mo lọ ìgbà tí mo rí àwọn all the madness El-Rufai did there. Ó ní kó òun ṣe construction. As in owó places. He destroyed places. Ó ní kó òun tún ṣe. But do you know that university wọn ó ti times 2 Kaduna State University ó ti times 2 owó school náà ó times 2 ẹ̀. Àwọn míì ti drop out because of that reason.
Like
They dropped out.
10 quadruple.
I'm telling you,
when they announced the money self, I was like, oh more, hey.
They are crying. More and more money. Eruboya transformation tí mo ti rí over the years. Eruboya magic ni. Kì í ṣe pé kíní ẹ má máa rò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó dìgbà tí èèyàn bá kó Nàìjíríà kó tó make ẹ̀. Ibi báyìí ẹ lè make ẹ̀ bọ́ ẹ mọ nǹkan tó fà tẹ́ ẹ lè make ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà yẹn. Àwọn ẹni tó ń handle àfi ẹ̀yin wọ́n lè jẹ́ kẹ́ make ẹ̀ lè rọ́nà gbégbá.
Wọ́n ti monopolize every opportunities. So.
Yeah. Mo sọ fún wọn mo ní, you see, let me tell you one thing that you don't understand is this Nigeria it cannot work.
No.
Ẹyẹ tọ́nà yín ẹ rí i pé Yorùbá ni ní inú yín mo ti dàgbà ara yín mo ti dàgbà mò ń sọ òótọ́ fún yín ẹ má wò ó fọmọ Yorùbá àjọ ẹ̀yin náà gbogbo yín ṣàlọ́rẹ́ tèmi ẹ ṣe wà yìí ẹ mo lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ Yorùbá níbí báyìí mi ò ṣàlọ́rẹ́ Yorùbá but mò ń sọ òótọ́ fún yín bó ṣe wà yẹn most of them like area tèmi ti dàgbà I am most privileged to go to a private school because àwọn primary school ní tí mo ṣe is a private school. After then, mo ti lọ military school tí mo lọ ní Zaria. After my private the school I did in Kaduna private school, that was when I left. I went to a military school in Zaria, NMS Zaria. And I'm telling them, I said, see, do you think all these things? Àwọn ìyá àti bàbá tèmi ẹ ṣáà ní bó ṣe hustle. Àwa ní hustling spirit yẹn. Torí ẹ̀ ó dìgbà tẹ́ bá understand ibi táwọn people yìí gbé lọ ẹ lè kọ́ máa jáde tẹ́ máa ní pé ṣé bàbá ṣé El-Rufai or ṣé igbá ṣé àwò ayé yín bàjẹ́ lọ. All those things that you see at least the people ẹ̀yin Yorùbá mo fẹ́ say this is just like a lesson to you guys look at it all these things you are telling you. Me, if I am telling you, anything I will tell you now, I will tell you from experience. I will tell you from experience. Everything I will tell you is from whatever I have experienced while growing up in the midst of these people. It's not as if Hausa people are bad people. No. Hausa people, they are hospital. They have this hospitality in them. They take everybody. But you see, there is just one thing, that religion. What is being going on àwọn people yẹn torí ẹ̀ lẹ́sìn yìí problem tá à ń face lẹ́nu lè bọ́nú ẹ̀
and it's going to get worse. It's not going away. That's the point. It's not going away.
Extremist idea and in Maiyegun it get to a stage so just say if no be say because I grew up being a child soldier grew up as a child soldier as in this is what we face when I was growing up before I went to the military just say that tí mo fi padà wá ní respect tí mo earn tó fi wá pọ̀ jẹ́ mo máa ń challenge wọn ni pé ẹ wá ṣé orí yín burú ni ẹ̀yin àti talẹ̀ ń bá fà so they go calm down say ẹ ò eléyìí na soldier just relax leave this guy na only wetin I dey use challenge them comot for road be that if not they are ready to mess with you they don't care who you are so gbogbo nǹkan yẹn you see if you don't in Nigeria if you don't have one small power it's either you are rich or as you get uniform you use am buga but you get place where you go bugari
from a bugari where you go see collect now only
the tomade tori
there's no safety there's not too much safety comfort in any comfort zone.
How many soldiers they collect for terrorists send you as a soldier they no send you forget your gun where you carry AK-47 them na AK-74 they carry they carry RPG they carry GPMG they go blast you
before you can even they no go shoot that your AK they don't blow you from far then you will see like 1,000 of them coming out from every corner.
No be 30 rounds they carry. Them na chain they load. Na chain they load. They know they hang down on top truck. O man di money. O meji lo man di bomb.
Fire. They see them. Baba na we are talking about 500 round ammunition that they will do like you will see shell for ground that you say
you the Yorubas that you are still thinking any will come and save you. If you have lived in the north, anybody that have lived in the north, you will understand. If you, like, not just living in the north. If you grew up, I grew up in the midst of houses, in their midst. Me area, I'm only church controlling even when I was at the age of 12. Mushiman tell me Lord church, only church control one area in the CAC, Christ Apostolic Church. Woman tell me mommy me Lord see there. Àwọn ọmọ Hausa tó wà ńbẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ tó di nonsense báyìí ni àwọn ọmọ Hausa tó wà ńbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ all those kind of things you go see them they come there during Christmas Eve amawa wo all these Christian movies gbogbo wọn we dey come that church but you see as time goes on tọjà zongo kataf around 92-93 tọjà zongo kataf tó padà tó wá ja ìjà sharia ní 2000 yẹn that 2000 sharia was the one that ended everything. Maiyegun lójú mi báyìí wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn considered body for my eye no be say dem dey tell me see am e happen for my own house if no be say the way my popsi dey for that area wey be say you said the way we take you therefore don come say they wan come say my mama
enter you too
but wọ́n wò pé taba don wò we no go hurt ourselves like this. Wọ́n wo ni as in wọ́n tún rò torí ẹ̀yin kò ṣe lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n tún wò ni.
Ahmed, thank you so much, Baba, for being part of it again tonight. Thank you, Baba.
No wahala, my
everybody go understand last now. We won't stop telling them. We won't stop showing this, and then Nigeria won't stop proving us right. Sure, you know that, eh?
Yeah,
nice
of course.
Thank you very much.
No wahala, Maiyegun.
Nice one, so I'll take this. Hello there. Give me a second. I have to get this person connected straight. So can you hear me?
Bama ye.
Rabo.
The general himself.
Hello, sir. Ekale.
The general himself.
Abiyesi o.
Irunmọlẹ̀ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Mo ti gbóhùn yín. How are you? Can you hear me? Baba, you did there?
Mo ní sọ́mọ mi ní ìjẹ́ kẹrù rùn sùn dáadáa léèlà mi mo ní sọ́jọ́ sí ìjẹ́ kẹrù rùn sùn dáadáa sùn.
A ti ń dọ́gbọ́n sí àti ìyọ́sọ̀
ẹ máa mẹ́jọ ọmọ mi wá sí ìwà ìgbé kò jẹ́ kẹrù rùn sùn ẹ take time o.
Bàtà òyìnbó máa ní pé kí ló dé tí Maiyegun look tired àjàlá ta ń nà èyí náà kọ́ ọ̀hún. It is well.
It is well. Kásà máa dúpẹ́ sí wa. Kọ́lọ́ máa kọ́ wa dáadáa mọ̀ sí. I dey always dey appreciate you anytime even though tomorrow wà mí ṣe mú ń wọlé lálẹ́ yẹn pé mi ti bọ́ṣọ mo sáré login mo sáré sọ fún àbí ẹ má bínú òun ẹ̀ ń wọlé mi ti bọ́ṣọ yẹn sáré lọ wọ̀ mú bọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ sáré lọ connect fún bọ̀ mú bọ̀ so bàbá ṣe rí bọ́lọ́run ṣe ń fún yín ṣe àtẹ̀fẹ́ tó wà lórí ètò ọlọ́run ní yọ ṣe láwọn ará bíi Èmi ò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé àwọn pípọ̀ yìí. Mi ò mọ irú ọpọlọ tó wà lórí wọn. Bàbá, I still dey talk am. If terrorists attack Abuja today, kì í sọ ní pidgin tá a gbọ́ máa understand me. Àkọlé sọ pé àwọn sọ Yorùbá, àkọlé ni speak in English. Kì í sọ ní broken tó gbọ́ máa understand. Make I speak broken.
Thank you, sir. Go on.
Now, for example, let's say terrorists enter Abuja. They attack Abuja as they talk. They attack Lagos. Baba, me, I tell those idiots, those fools, who they follow this politician. They no go see any of them. They don't run, Baba. They don't jack back. Because 90% of them
they don't jack by that last 7 years, then they are abroad now. Then still they encourage the Muslims when they back in Nigeria say, "It go be no grief for them, no grief for them, now peace you, now this and
na Tinubu, na Tifu, na Tifu make una vote na Atiole oníkẹ́ ìdìbò fún Obidio tó oníkẹ́ ìdìbò fún
where they have light, they have road, they have water,
they know
talking back to Mugule.
But make I just chip in once more.
Please.
When are they do firework business? During Abacha time.
Wait. Did you say when you they do firework?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it for good 4 years.
I won't hear you well. So go on.
Yeah.
When
are they do small things? You understand me? And they go back as for Cotonou, the smuggle and they enter Lagos. Right. And they go as far as Maiduguri. Baba, there are some areas to deliver in Maiduguri. You go down drive, enter some areas to Maiduguri. Yeah. But those places no be Nigeria again. They call them Tajam. Now Kanuri they speak, Baba. Right. But they claim Nigerians. Baba, you see all these stupid, evil, full animals they see so, Yeah. Because right from day one, Baba, we don't get good border control.
So,
Baba, we don't even know where our boundaries, our borders reach. Mostly from that north. Baba, those years where I they do firework, I will tell you the photo,
I deal with you, Baba.
Hello?
Yeah, everybody. I see there, Baba.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Baba. Yeah.
I see there, Baba.
Those years, where are they? Yeah, those years where they do firework, Baba, I will tell you the purpose, where they, from Lagos to Shagamu. If my Ibadan won't follow, let's say from Lagos to Ibadan, from Ibadan, to Ilesha, from Ilesha to Yenkori, from Yenkori to Jeba, from Jeba to Mokwa, from Mokwa to Bida. But Fulani theory don't be for years back. Oh my darling, no, Baba. Then they carry stone come block road between Jeba and Mokwa. Baba, I'm talking of between 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, where they applied that road. You understand me? Then they come road well.
So you decide them, they are part of the people, apart from dodging the police and all of that. So they are also part of it where you say you said, like say if they
you must run for them, Baba. You understand me? For night in the block road. You get sometimes you go reach Jeba like this. All drivers go park for Jeba. And we tell them I say, because between that Jeba and Makwa, that road no dey good. But they say they don't do road though. You understand me? Say like they don't block road. Everybody go relax for Jeba. Sometimes we dey Jeba in the morning before everybody go begin.
The road clear. Somebody come back and say the road is clear now. Everybody can continue.
You know,
we're talking about way back. We're talking about 20 years ago. It's been like that.
Baba, We don't get good border control from day one. Mostly from north. That is why all these things, they even get more opportunities to enter.
They can't enter government.
But that during Abacha time, Abacha banned Kukumbo to the enter to Lagos because he was afraid, say, they would carry ammunition to enter. Now, Igbo people,
they are still afraid to tomorrow. They are still afraid to tomorrow. To allow the Yorubas control the borders in the south. They don't want that.
Control the border.
You may bring in weapons.
These stupid people, they follow them. They follow Tinubu. But see, enter. See, Tinubu son, maybe with son or in daughter, I don't know, some of their friends. Where that video go viral, the second morning. Some people are shake with and discuss Tinubu, the show for us. So you get your own children. So I still have that
protest. Yes.
During NSAS.
Remember?
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Then when see, the man don't jack by, don't reach France. Call you don't do France. Where they deny later say go France.
This thing to something else. So
yes.
Run away. You're right. You are.
He don't jack high, don't run. Baba, if anything, if they attack Lagos today, you see this MC Oluero, and in Kakos, all their children, then they all over, then they America, they UK, they Europe,
everywhere. That's true.
You see all these idiots where they follow them, where they think they collect 50 naira, 100 naira, 200 for road, Baba, and then go take a carrier, then go use their blood, wash,
cleanse the land.
That country.
You
understand me? Ordinary stab, Baba. Ordinary stab, small stab, nice stab, stab Oluero during 2019 campaign for Cheja. You understand me? So, how many people they see where they die of small sickness for Nigeria? Where they don't even carry and go ordinary Cotonou, go treat them organ. I don't know what's in the world in Nigerian youth. But if they won't start Big Brother Nigeria now, Baba, you go see more than 4 million go vote. But they no fit come out.
Last time they had over 30 million
tomorrow
votes. What did they talk?
Tomorrow, one idiot become the Prime Minister of Nigeria.
Last time on this Big Brother, Baba, they had over 40 million votes. At some point, they had over 90 million votes. You this Maiyegun, they watch Big Brother. I know they watch them, but I've got people who are special. They analyze everything that happens on Twitter, and it's easier for me to read. Sometimes I just see some snippet, and I'm like, Irumole, let me take my last call before I go. Baba?
No, thanks very much. Nice one. I hail everybody. Yeah, thanks.
Take care, Baba.
Bye.
Nice one. That's Irumole. Yeah, I don't know what I go talk say this Irumole the chopper, but Irumole will get sense. I can take you travailler when it comes to this Nigeria abracadabra. Don't get it twisted. There are many people here who knows how to deliver the message, just like Maiyegun. Here is one of them. Larry.
Yes, sir.
Larry. Good evening, sir.
All righty. Oh, my brother. Man. Nítorí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ń sìn ọ̀rọ̀ ti pèsè jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ti dín hùn àbí jẹ́ ká mú báyìí. Mo wá fẹ́ sọ nítorí mo ń gbọ́ tí Ahmed sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó ní òun máa ń bá àwọn ẹranko yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ń gbọ́. Mo ní Ahmed ó mọ̀ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ Yorùbá tó wà nínú ẹ̀ òun ló jẹ́ kó rí tiẹ̀ pé òun ló jẹ́ kó lè máa mọ ọ́nú rò. Ìwọ náà sọ pé àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n tiraka wọ́n make sure pé àwọn fún ẹni education yẹn tí Awólọ́wọ̀ preach ńgbà yẹn gbogbo nǹkan tí Awólọ́wọ̀ gbé sílẹ̀ òun ni àwọn bàbá wa àwọn bàbá wa lọ fọ́lò òun ló ṣe jẹ́ kí àwa wà more educated tó yẹ jẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ pé even an illiterate ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó sì ní ọpọlọ ju ọmọ Haúsá tó yẹ kó bí pé òun ka primary six àbí òun ka secondary school lọ ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Shawari lawyer tí wọ́n ní pé wọ́n release tó ń sunkún yẹn ọ̀gbẹ́ni èmi ò PTL. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni mi ò PTL kí ni tí wọ́n ya wèrè ni. Àwọn kọ́ lọ máa sáré lọ sí court tó máa sáré lọ stand fún àwọn tó pa Deborah. Àwọn kọ́ lọ máa sáré lọ sí court tó máa sọ pé àwọn sáré lọ àwọn lọ all in the name of what? All in the name of religion àbí? No PTL.
Because I remember when all of the lawyers in northern Nigeria said they would defend the killers of Deborah. And at the same time, they said that blasphemy, if he then kill you for northern Nigeria, no be murder. Baba, that one.
Yeah, so ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn ò PTL ojú ẹ̀jẹ̀ la wà lọ́wọ́ yìí o. Anybody má gbé wèrè wá o.
Yeah.
Anybody má gbé wèrè wá tó bá sunkún wèrè kó a tó máa dàbọ̀ sí gbogbo yàrá ìjà wà pa ẹ̀. Abẹ́ ya wèrè.
Àbọ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ ìgbà tí kun.
Àbójú fẹ́ jẹ́ sí wàsáyé gbé ìgbé yẹn wàsáyé gbé mi ni. Kí ló ń jẹ́ pé PTL? PTL ta ni.
Yóò wá ṣọ́ra ẹ̀ gan-an. Ibi tó ti fẹ́ gbé ẹkún yẹn tó fẹ́ gbé mi yẹn gan-an, o lè swallow ahọ́n ẹ̀ gan-an tó bá ṣọ́ra lórí ìgbà tí àwọn gbà tí.
Tó bá ṣọ́ra wàá máa gbé kun mú mi mọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ní àbẹ́gbọ̀n kankan.
Ẹ calm down o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa calm down o.
Kí ni bàbá mi àná pity these people because sorry tí wọ́n máa see make I tell you one thing if the table dey your side tí wọ́n gbé Indomie wá síwájú ẹ̀ torí pé Indomie chicken gbogbo ẹ̀ ó nígbà tí table yẹn bá tán kúrò níwájú ẹ̀ kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa complain pé kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sunkún olóṣèlè olóṣèlè sí bàbá yẹn o èmi ò PTL o torí àwọn ọlọ́mọ sáré lọ sí court tó máa sáré lọ defend àwọn èèyàn tó ń pààyàn nílẹ̀ Haúsá. Ìyẹn tún kọ wọ́n jẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn Yorùbá ló ń pa wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn Yíbò ló ń pa wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn Christians ló ń pa wèrè ara ẹ̀ wá dúró sọ pé káwọn international world wá bá wá gbà wọ́n sílẹ̀ ṣé àwọn international kìíní ló kó yín sí wàhálà ni ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ pa religion láyè kó yí orí yín ni ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ pa religion láyè ni ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ Arẹ́gbẹ́ mú gbòwèrè nígbà tí wọ́n fídíò ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ sí ṣẹ́rí tó wọ bọ́ǹfò ni wọ́n máa fi irọ́ máa fi kó yín ní búrẹ́dì mu wọ́n máa fi kó yín ọbẹ̀ lọ ṣó bọ́ǹfò ló wọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà nígbà tó wá sí Amẹ́ríkà ṣé kò ṣe pé ṣòkòtò ẹ̀ balẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá lọ sọ̀sọ̀ á máa wọ bọ́ǹfò á máa fi religion máa parọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ni wọ́n ti ń gbébọn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ lajú yín wọ́n ti ń gbébọn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ti yẹ yín mo jẹ̀ rí nínú comment lẹ́ẹ̀kan tí bọ̀bọ̀ kan sọ pé òun PTL ẹlẹ́pàá kan ọlọ́pàá yẹn nǹkan kan máa wo bó ṣe rí ọ̀gbẹ́ni kí ló ń ṣe ẹ̀ náà nígbà tí wọ́n pa yín ní ensars ṣé wọ́n pìtì yín ní ṣe bí wọ́n fáyà wọ́n tún fáyà lọ ni. Tí wọ́n bá wà níbẹ̀ ní ensars ṣé wàá lo PTA ọlọ́pàá ni. Let me tell you one thing kò sí ọlọ́pàá tó dà ní Nàìjíríà àfi ọlọ́pàá tó bá súnmọ́ ẹ.
Gba ilé tí ọ̀tún kò yí tòsí fún tó bá lè explain ẹ̀ fún. Bàbá lẹ́rìí ibi tẹ́yìn ń gbé lọ yìí ọmọ iPhone náà yìí ni o the whole nation go blind.
Ọmọ my brother forget that thing.
No.
Àwọn ọlọ́pàá yìí náà máa ń rólù síta àtàbá fẹ́ ṣe protest. Àwọn àmì yìí náà máa ń rólù síta mi ò bí tí àmì kankan tó bá pa. Àwọn ọlọ́rùn síta àwọn onípútà bá rán ní níṣẹ́ ẹrú kí èèyàn máa fi tọmọ jẹ àwọn wèrè yóò fi tọmọ jẹ. Wọ́n jíṣẹ́ ẹrú yẹn dáadáa wọ́n tó lọ bá mástà wọn pé ṣe àṣẹ dáadáa àbí ká tó lọ ṣe. Àbẹ ti gbàgbé pé ó rà pé ẹ ti gbàgbé pé ìgbà tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n pa tí ẹ lọ gbọ́ interview DJ kí ló korúkọ gẹ́ ẹ̀yẹn ní Lẹ́kì Tógè. Ó ní nígbà tí wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn ó nígbà tí wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wọ́n tó wá pa àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń sọ pé ń pìtì àwọn wèrè yẹn. Wọ́n nígbà tí àwọn àmì ṣe tiwọn tán ọlọ́pàá tó wà wọ́n wá pa àwọn èèyàn wọ́n wá sọ fáwọn pé náà wọ́n méjì ẹ̀ ń sàṣàbí ọ̀nà the trace. Ṣé bó sọ? Kí ló ṣe tó yẹ pa máa tètè gbàgbé nǹkan náà? Ọmọ ẹ má wo fóun wọn kọ́ pé àwọn para wọn ni.
Nǹkan tí lẹ́rìí sọ nìyẹn sìn yín o. Make people not just catch feelings anyhow. They watch people you go.
No, they catch feelings for these people. Any policeman wey good na policeman wey you know. Okay. I dey tell you. Okay. Any policeman wey good na the one wey you know. The one wey you no know you ọmọ o máa ṣe bọ́n ṣe ìṣojú ni. Gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ṣe sọ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ṣe sọ àwọn ẹrú owó wo. Pé tó ń gbé bọ́n sí lọ́wọ́ àwọn aláṣọ dúdú tẹ wá sọ pé kíni.
Ẹnà bàbá abattoir na cow that they kill there. But police in Nigeria, they get the abattoir everywhere. If you go there, you come back alive. They go do Thanksgiving for your choice. Say,
you can so why you call the Thursday they pity those kind of people? What did they do us now? What kilo pọ̀ mọ́ jẹ fún wa náà? Ọmọ téèyàn máa ń tiẹ̀ sógiri tó ń tiẹ̀ sógiri. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ṣe ṣe sọ, ó ní pé tó máa mú ara ẹgbẹ́ sọ, ó lè fún búlọ̀kì ẹnu ẹ kẹ́yìn yọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀. mo jẹ́ ń pè ní Mọ́rẹ́mí confam kí lẹ̀ ń sọ yìí àwọn tó mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ bá yẹ yéye jẹ́ kò ṣe wọ bọ́ǹfò ní Amẹ́ríkà ó ṣe ń wọ ṣòkòtò tó balẹ̀ bọ̀tì tó bá lọ sọ̀tún ẹ̀ ó máa wọ bọ́ǹfò ẹ má yẹ kó máa fi religion máa kó wa lọ́bẹ̀ mu jọ èmi ò láìsí gbogbo kìíní yẹn Ahmed orí ẹ pé because you get sense àwọn pọ̀sí ẹ̀ wọ́n follow ìlànà tí àbàbà wo lọ́wọ́ gbé sílẹ̀ ni so ti yé that's why you fit see road that's why you get sense religion ni wọ́n fi mú Boko Haram wọn náà tí táwọn northerners fi gbà ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ religion ni tó fi ní pé òkè àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ nìkan àdéhùn dídá àwọn lọ́kọ́kọ́ consume àwọn ló tún consume lọ sí àwọn ló tún consume jù ó wá ní pé kí international community kan wá irọ́ ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí pé àwọn people yóò lọ́pọ̀lọ́ nígbà tí àwọn US send àwọn délé tọ́sẹ̀ tí US send àwọn èèyàn wọn wá láti pé kọ́ wá bá yín fight Boko Haram láyé ìgbà yẹn nígbà tí wọ́n débẹ̀ kí lè wọ́n sọ pé àwọn Nàìjíríà mi ṣe wọ́n ní pé àwọn Nàìjíríà mi sọ pé káwọn síwájú àwọn US ní pé ṣe ya wèrè ni àwa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn ní pé káwọn síwájú àwọn amọ́núgbó yín tó wà tó yín ni. You can imagine that stupidity. Make a hand down like this, my brother. Make everybody open. Make everybody open their eyes
tonight. But I need a lady's voice. Before I call it a night. Hello there.
Hello, my brother. How God bless the last speaker.
So, talking to sorrow.
God bless the last speaker. God bless you, my brother. These people, Bíbélì got it so on ẹni bá ti ọwọ́ ọ̀dà pani láti ọwọ́ ọ̀dà ni yóò ti ṣègbé.
Amen.
All these people, this idiot tó wá sunkún ẹgbẹ́rẹ́ yìí pé àwọn Boko Haram couple of weeks ago àbí couple of months ago òun kọ́ ló lọ defend pé insecurity. On defend there now.
Hey, but ṣé àwọn àti ẹ mọ́mì ẹ mọ̀ ọkọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣé
àṣà
ìgbàgbé nǹkan kan for a while? Kákọ̀ tí ẹ feel human.
Irọ́. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń pa látijọ́ nǹkan olùsílá Boko Haram yẹn. Ó yẹ kó ti bá mi mú bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀ kan. So a máa nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn.
Kókò fi máa rántí.
Wọ́n wá ní wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n bọ̀ wá mú bú bàbá bùbù. Kọ́ má gbàgbé kọ́ bá mi mú bọ̀dà láì náà. Kọ́ fi orúkọ láì sí. Jẹ́. Ara àwọn tó yẹ kọ́ fi sórí list yẹn.
Ẹ fẹ́ kọ́ fi ṣe buy one get one free ni. Tó bá ti mú Buhari, mind kọ́ mú bí méjì mẹ́ta náà mo kọ́ fi ṣe bí ẹni.
Kí ló ń wò? Fẹ́mi tó wà lára wọn.
Ẹ lè fi yẹn náà ṣe gift ni.
Kọ́ kó wọn lọ ká máa wò wọ́n. Fíìmù tí ò ní tán ni.
Ẹni tó kàn ló mọ̀ ọ́.
Ibi òní kọ̀ wá lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ló jẹ gbì, àwọn ní òkú gbì.
Àwọn ni o.
Torí àwọn ló kó gbogbo ilé ìwọlé gbogbo tó dẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí àwọn ló ń defend ẹ̀. Because this thing ó ti di business. So kò sí ìtọ́rẹ́dì àti sòótọ́ nu wọn mọ́. Kò táwọn èèyàn bá dẹ̀ sọ pé akíní ti pọ̀ jù. Ṣèbí Fẹ́mi sọ your life or your land.
Option ni any choice ẹ kàn mú kanu méjèèjì ni. You can't have.
If
you love your life, you have to live your land. But if you love your land, maybe for the sake of the children,
we love our life and we love our land. We love our life and we love our land, and we refuse to give us up.
Exactly. Go on, sir. Go on, man.
So bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. So nísìnyí wọ́n wá lọ́kọ̀ àwọn kan àwọn èèyàn wá ń pìtì wọn. Wọ́n collect wotowoto ní.
Turn by turn Nigeria.
Gbogbo àfikún yìí. Yes, wọ́n collect wotowoto. Tí wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní collect ẹ̀. Bóyá wọ́n mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ń gbọ́dọ̀ kán ṣe bí iṣẹ́. Tó wá ṣe pé àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó ń wá lọ́mọ kó kiri lọ́tẹ̀lì ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pa wọ́n. Ẹjọ́ méjì ń collect kó wotowoto.
Everybody collect their own. Everybody will survive and come share your story.
Release you, Jari.
As well, Mami. God bless you. So, thank you so much for tonight. Our time is up, by the way. I know some of you would love us to continue more. Maiyegun, don't go. Maiyegun, stay there. Joe, don't go. Wait. I would love to, okay? But Shokilo Belge, we have been here for nearly 3 hours, so which is great. I enjoy my evening with you. and some of you enjoyed your afternoon with me. It depends on where you're watching from, okay? It can sometimes be disinteresting. Well, it can always be disinteresting, okay? On MaiyegunsDiary Politico, but you will never know if you are never a subscriber on here, okay? So there is, if you are just joining us, the caption is, well, is self-descriptive enough, okay? And then you can watch this all by yourself again. It's quite interesting, I would say. And I am going to be here some other time again. Then you are likely going to get a notification if you subscribe. Yeah, if you subscribe now, set your notification to on. And then whenever Maiyegun comes on next, you won't be joining us midway, okay? Or near end. You will get the notification possibly an hour before time. So thank you to all my members of MaiyegunsDiary Politico, as well as my regular, friends all the time, the members of the Temple of Truth. You have always been wonderful, the most dependable fan base that you can always wish for. You won't understand if you are not in my shoes. So thank you to every one of you. I appreciate your time, your contributions, the phone calls, the comment, the sharing, and the rest. As always, I will see you some other time, okay? So until then, stay safe and be security conscious, okay? Nowhere is safe. Anyone can be a victim anytime. I don't wish Nigeria happen to you. And I pray, may Nigeria not happen to you unprepared. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò.